Thailand.
I run a business called Bella Guitar. It's about
Basically, she
medical
grew by
spa and
20%.
fitness.
That's what she's going to say. So that's what she's going to say. You know, I love Mac. I like working with Mac. I'm from Thailand. My business, I did what he said. I grew by 20%. I know. But you understand, I don't need to show you all of this. This is what happens. So I want to show you how can you get these great results too. How many of you want to know how to start your business or grow your business significantly? All right, good. So let me show you one way you can do it. The one way is you can hire me as your coach. You can hire me as your coach. People pay me $25,000, $30,000 dollars a day. You know, 132,000 ringgits a day. And I don't even need a day. Sometimes I can tell you something in 30 minutes, in 1 hour. Just go and do it. Right? Sometimes I need to spend more time with you. Why do you think people pay me $132,000 a day? Do you think they're making more money than that? So for them to pay that, it's like nothing. Because they're making, if I'm working with a client, they're making millions. For them to pay that is nothing. It's a little peanut. That's it. So that's one way. So if you want to work with me, make sure you bring your business card. Come and tell me what your problems are and pay my company that money and I'll work with you. But I know that not everybody is in that situation. So can I give you an alternative? Okay. Shall I give you a more affordable way of working with me, yes? And it doesn't matter whether you're in Vietnam, Thailand, Taiwan, Philippines, UK, you're anywhere in the world. I've got clients all over the world. It doesn't matter what language you speak. If you're serious about growing your business, let me show you one way you can do it. One of the reasons why because I know people struggle and they want to get to their aha quickly and they quit on their dreams. How many of you realize that you can spend years and years and years and never ever create the kind of income you want to create? How many of you know that, yes? How many of you realize that you can create a business and be working too hard in that business and not making or not having a lifestyle that you really want to have? Okay, good. And so so that's why I developed something called the Business Accelerator Bootcamp. Right now, I'm going to make you an offer. The Business Accelerator Bootcamp, let me tell you, it's a live 2-day program. And in those 2 days, it's very highly experiential. In other words, you just won't be sitting down. You'll be getting up. I'll put you in business games, business scenarios, real business situations. Why? Because that's business. It's not going to be comfortable. But I can tell you, if you do everything at the boot camp, by the time you go back to your office, things will be easier. Do you understand? Yes? So it's highly experiential. You'll learn how to grow your sales between 20% to 200% or more. How many of you want that? Seriously? How many of you want that? Fantastic, good. So you'll be able to improve your business cash flow, so cash flow won't be an issue anymore. Develop your leadership style, the way you lead people. You'll start creating systems and processes that gives you freedom. Remember, systems equals freedom. No systems, and you're going to work really, really hard. You're going to build and leverage your team. Like you said here when you was up on the stage, David said, know how to develop your team. Put a code of honor, the rules. Put the things in that will help the people do the job they need to do. Then you can start expanding. You can build your code of honor. We talked about that. How many of you would love to hire commission-only salespeople who will sell for you? Some of you didn't hear what I said. They will sell for you, and they only get paid when they sell for you. Someone just missed a trick. Right? So even if you don't like sales and someone else is selling for you, they get paid when they sell. You'll also leave with a 12-week action plan, 3-month action plan. Remember I talked about 3-month campaign. Do this in week 1. Do this in week 2. Do this in week 3. I help you set that up so you know what to do every single week, good or great. Give someone a high five. Say, that is amazing. Now, let me tell you when it is. It's the 15th and 16th of September this year. I'm coming back to Kuala Lumpur. It's going to be here in Kuala Lumpur. Now, does anybody know where Kuala Lumpur is? So if you are here, you know where it is. That means you can come back here, yes or no, in September. So it doesn't matter if you are in Vietnam or Thailand or Philippines or all those places. It's only 2 hours away from wherever you are. If you want to do it in London, fine. The London date is, you come and speak to me, I'll tell you what the London date, if you're in London instead. Now, the value of the whole boot camp is 11,000 ringgits. That's how much it is, 11,000 ringgits. Now, you can pay that or you can pay the 132,000 to work with me one-on-one, all right? In dollars, can someone convert this in dollars for me? What is it, about 3,000? 3,000 US dollars. So you can pay 3,000 US dollars and I work with you over these 2 days. Got it? Somebody said, is that the best I can do? You cheeky people. You are so cheeky. You have learned so well. All right, let's see if I can. How many of you would like a better offer than this? How many of you will come and learn from me and I can coach you to get better results? How many of you would be interested? If it was affordable, yes? All right, so let me see what we can do for you. Now, who should attend? If you are an entrepreneur, if you are an aspiring business owner, if you are in sales already, if you are an employee or a professional, if you are in network marketing, please put your hand up if you are any of these. Put your hand up if you are any of these. Put your hand up. Any of these. Then you need to be there. Then you need to come and learn from me. Yes? Good. Remember what I said. Take responsibility. Take responsibility. If you want to create the success, you create the success. Do you understand? I take responsibility for me, take responsibility for you. So many successes. This is Elaine Ann from
Hi, my name is
from
Elaine Ann,
Hong Kong.
And my company is called Kaiser Innovation.
Okay, I'll let her
I'm in
talk.
consulting, and I've been in this business for the past 13 years. And I haven't been able to expand my business because I had some limiting beliefs of growing my team. Although I really like what I do, I feel like I'm trading time for money. So it's either feast or famine in my business. So it's not until I met Mac at this training where actually he wasn't even selling anything in that program out of all the speakers. But I approached him because I felt an affinity to him. So I asked him if he would be my coach to help me bring my business to the next level. So after 2 months, because I start in February, so in 2 months' time, I already doubled my revenue. And in this month, I'm going to be quadrupling my revenue compared to last year and the last 13 years. So I really like Mac's style because he's not pushy or reprimanding. He is very supportive, and he's more like a mirror to reflect back to me. So I'm more aware of what I'm doing and be more focused in my direction.
Give her a big round of applause. Now, how many of you realize that you could be doing something for 10, 13, 15, 20 years and have average success and also not know what you're doing? But how many of you realize that someone else may have a better way of doing it? Yes or no? Good, good. So she's already great. She was already making money. But she wants to grow. Stuck. So I work with people who are stuck. They've been in business for 20 years, 15 years. And I work with people just starting. Same principles apply. So if you're coming to the boot camp, I'm going to make you a promise. I'm going to make you a money-back guarantee promise. I so believe in my product. And I'll tell you this. If by day 1 of the boot camp, you don't believe that the program will deliver 10 times the result you paid, then I will give you 100% money back. Have you heard anyone else say that? You can give it a hand, it's fine. I so believe by coming and learning with me, you're going to make a lot more money than you are now. I believe that in my core. After day 1, and you're not happy and you think it's not going to work for you, all the materials I've given you, just keep it. You can go home, right? Everyone else can stay. Nobody has ever done that since I've been running this. So that's why I'm confident, money back guarantee. So what have you got to lose? You make an investment, but what have you got to gain? You've got to gain hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. That's what you've got to gain. That's why I do it this way. Is that good or is that great? Okay, good. So if you're interested in anything I'm telling you, you make sure you go to the back there, it's just there, and you can register. You know what to do. Do you understand? I don't need to tell you how to register. But if you want to work with me, that's what you want to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit more. Is that okay? Is it okay if I share details of my programs with you? Yes or no? Because, at MMI, and so some people meet me different places, and they say, Mac, can you coach me? And I say, look, I'm only here for MMI. I'm not talking about that. Right now, I'm talking about that. This is what I do. Harv Eker said, come and show these people and hold their hand and make sure they succeed. That's what I'm telling you now. Other programs that I have you may be interested in is something called the Ultimate Business University. What is this? This is an online study program. And there are over 50 videos and worksheets. And so what happens is every week you will watch a video. It's only about 15 minutes. I will be talking about a specific subject. There are 8 modules. How many modules? And these are the modules that people struggle with. For example, sales. How many of you want to be better at sales? Now, some of the techniques I was using here, plus much, much more, I go deeper into all of that. Every module has 7 lessons. How many lessons? So you watch the video lesson, you learn that, and then you go and apply it to your business. Little shifts, you apply it to your business. You do the worksheets that I'll give you. Then we have a module called cash flow. Is cash flow important to business? Then I have a module called branding. You've got to brand yourself to attract people. How many of you want to be better at marketing? Yep, and you're here learning about marketing. But how many of you would also love to sit at home and recap the key things you need to do for marketing in your business? That will be able to do that online as well. Context. Some of you won't understand what I mean by context, but simply what it is, if you have the right context and you follow that context, you'll make a lot more money. Most people have a weak context. I help you to develop a strong context for you, for your company, for your business, for your team culture. I'll talk more about that another time. Systems. How many of you want to develop better systems? I teach you how to develop your systems. And you can do it at your own time. Team and training. How to develop your team, how to train them, how to get them to do the things they're supposed to do. And my ingredients for personal success. Some people say to me, how did you become so successful so quickly? I show you what you need to do. Do this, do this, do this. And these are all the practices that I follow. Does that make sense to anybody? Yes? All right, good. The package, the value is $13,000. It's an online study program. Let me tell you this. Previously, this was a 1-year program, but you can consume and watch as much as you want. If you want to watch everything in 1 week, it's up to you. If you've got 24 hours, 48 hours. But some people said, okay, no, I'll watch it, do. I'll watch this, do. Watch this, do. That's fine. Previously, after 1 year, your account is closed down. And if you want access to it again, you have to pay us another $13,000 for another year. What I've decided to do, what I decided to do, only for the people here at GBI, is make it lifetime access. Lifetime access. Good or good? So at the moment, this program is available in English and available in Vietnamese. You're welcome. Right? This program, English and Vietnamese. We're working on the other languages, Thai and Taiwan. Once those are ready, I can tell you. So, let me move on. I have something called a Millionaire Joint Venture Success Secrets. I have made in the last 6 years, I have generated and made over $10 million just through joint ventures alone. Just joint ventures, no other marketing tactics. I make money using other marketing ways, but in the last 6 years, just through joint ventures, how much? 10 million US dollars. Now, people started asking me, Matt, can you show me how to do joint ventures the right way? If you do it the wrong way, you lose money or someone cheats you. So I developed an online program to teach people how to do this. There's six online webinars that I take you through. The first one is the Millionaire Joint Venture Mindset. You need to have the right mindset to do this kind of joint venture. Not any joint venture, $1 million joint ventures. How many of you want to do those kind of things? All right, good. So let me break it down. The next lesson is how to identify your potential joint venture partners. I show you how to find them. Then I show you how to approach and contact them, what to say when you meet them, how to make sure it's a win-win deal, how to make sure they want to work with you, how to make sure they understand your idea. Tomorrow I'll teach a lot about joint ventures anyway. Number 4, how to create a compelling joint venture proposal. Right, so you need to create a proposal for the people who are going to do the joint venture with you. How to present and close the joint venture deal. How to present it and close it. And how to implement the joint venture deal. Once it's all set up, the proposal's done, you presented it, you've closed it, the partner agrees that they're going to JV with you. How do you start implementing it? I teach that. The whole package is 11,000 ringgit. Now, to go with the joint venture, someone was taking pictures here, right? Okay. Now, that's the lesson. Now, the most important part about doing joint ventures, listen very carefully, is you need to know how to approach joint venture partners. So you need to have the emails, you need to have the letters, you need to have the templates. I've created it all. Secondly, you need to know what to say. I've created a script ready for you. Thank you. I've created a script for your joint venture partner. Say this, say this, say this on the phone. I have created your presentation script. When you meet them face to face, are you recording? Are you taking pictures? Are you taking pictures? Okay, so you're wait to the end and then take one picture, right? Wait to the end, take one picture. I'll give you time. The presentation script, when you meet up with them, what to say. I've given you the script. You go through the script. They understand the script. What to ask them. The questions to ask your potential joint venture partner. Your joint venture proposal template. The proposal you're going to give them, I have done the proposal already. You fill in the blanks, they sign it. If you need to translate it into your language, get it translated from English to your language. I've already done the work. Your non-disclosure agreement, use the one I use. I'll give you the non-disclosure agreement. Your joint venture agreement. Now, let me tell you why this is important. Watch. If you don't get your joint venture partner to sign an agreement, a contract, at some point when the money starts coming in, they will cheat you. They'll take the money and they'll say there's no agreement. So when that happened to me the first time, I thought, I can't let that happen again. I went to my lawyer. I said to him, can you create an agreement for me, a contract? And I paid him more than $10,000, more than 10,000 US dollars. And then after a few years, I went back for revisions. So I've spent over $20,000 on my joint venture agreement template, the contract. I give you the contract as well. Do you understand? Yes? Watch. If you have the contract and it's in English, and you think, oh, well, you know, I live in Germany. I don't know if it'll work. This is what you do. You take the contract to your lawyer and you say, can you change this into our language? And change any specific things that's related to our country. And they will amend it. And when they amend it, it might cost you a couple, $200, $300 to amend. If you don't have anything, and you tell them, do a contract for me, the minimum, a good lawyer, very high class lawyer, will charge you a minimum of 10,000 US dollars, minimum. But if you take what I've given you, a few $100. But if it applies to your country, you don't need to change anything. Is that good or is that great? So, if you want all the templates, all the contracts, everything that I have to do joint ventures, 57,000 ringgit. That's how it is. That's what it is. Now, let me, somebody said, at this stage, you need to ask that question that Alex taught you again. Okay. I want to give you a gift. I want to give you a gift. How many of you want the gift? No. How many of you really, really want the gift? All right, so this is what I'm going to do. This is limited. Why? Because I can't work with, the boot camp. I can't work with everyone. I can't even take a quarter of the room here. So if you want to come to the boot camp and you want a special offer on the other things, then you know what to do. Go to the back, register, get in first. So this is what I'm going to do. I've developed something called the Millionaire